What if I told you that the reason you keep waking up at night to pee, or why your bladder feels like it never fully empties, has less to do with your age and more to do with silent habits you repeat every single day? After 50, have you noticed your urinary stream weakening, urgency creeping in, or discomfort building without warning? These are not random signs of aging. They are signals from your prostate, your body's way of saying, pay attention before it's too late. I'm Dr. Grace Hill, and after decades of working with men over 50, I can tell you this. Prostate problems rarely appear suddenly. They grow silently, fed by habits so ordinary that you barely notice them. But here's the good news. Once you uncover these culprits, you can undo their damage. In this video, I'll show you 3 everyday habits that harm your prostate, plus 1 bonus key to help it heal faster. Habit 1. Holding urine too long. Nam, a 50-year-old American, told me about his daily routine. He often drove long distances for work and had a habit of skipping bathroom breaks. At first, it seemed harmless, just part of being busy. But years later, he found himself straining at night, unable to empty fully. What was happening inside his body? Your prostate sits right beneath the bladder, wrapped around the urethra like a soft collar. When the bladder overfills, it not only expands upward but also pushes downward, pressing directly on the prostate. Imagine leaning on a sponge that is already sore. Every time you delay urination, that sponge gets squeezed, irritated, and inflamed. Over time, this repeated pressure thickens the tissue, narrows the urinary passage, and silently triggers enlargement. Many men develop what doctors call bladder outlet obstruction, where the bladder wants to empty, but the narrowed channel makes every trip a struggle. The bladder muscle works harder and harder until it weakens. Think of a balloon forced to hold more air than it was designed for. Eventually, it stretches, loses tone, and never quite returns to its normal shape. That's your bladder when you constantly tell it to hold it. The fix is simple. Respond early. Go when you feel the urge, not when it becomes unbearable. This small act relieves hidden strain and gives your prostate the space to calm down. Habit 2. Ignoring constipation. Most men never imagine constipation could hurt their prostate, but it does. When the bowels are full, compacted stool presses directly against the prostate day after day, like a heavy brick on a sponge. That constant pressure doesn't just cause discomfort. It reduces blood flow, irritates surrounding nerves, and fuels low-grade inflammation. That inflammation is one of the hidden drivers of benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. But constipation does more than apply physical pressure. When stool lingers too long, it disrupts the gut microbiome, the delicate balance of bacteria in your intestines. An unhealthy gut produces systemic inflammation, which makes prostate swelling worse. Why does constipation become so common after 50? Diets rich in refined carbs, cheese, red meat, and processed foods. Not enough fiber, not enough water. Days of sluggish digestion turn into weeks. Soon, men like Nam are caught in a cycle. Constipation inflames the prostate, swelling worsens urinary symptoms, and disturbed sleep leaves them exhausted. Breaking the cycle begins with food. Gentle fiber sources, cooked vegetables, pears, prunes, oats, chia seeds, flaxseed, soften stool and restore regularity. Add water to keep the process moving. Once bowels flow freely, the hidden pressure lifts and the prostate can finally relax. Think of it as clearing a crowded hallway. Once the passage is open, everything flows better. Habit 3. Sitting too long without movement. The third culprit hides in plain sight. Sitting for hours without moving. It feels restful, but inside your pelvis, something dangerous is happening. The region where your bladder, colon, and prostate sit is designed for circulation. When you sit still too long, blood flow slows, oxygen delivery weakens, and waste products linger. Where do they build up? Around your prostate. Like a sponge deprived of fresh water, it stiffens, collects waste, and swells. This low-level stagnation fuels chronic inflammation, the kind that doesn't scream, but chips away at your comfort year after year. Men who spend hours in chairs, cars, or couches often notice weak flow, urgency, or restless nights. But the real problem began months earlier, with poor circulation. The solution isn't extreme workouts. Instead, I recommend movement snacks. Every 30 to 40 minutes, stand up, stretch, walk across the room, swing your legs, take a deep breath. These small actions squeeze the sponge, refresh circulation, and protect the prostate from silent swelling. Even 5 minutes of movement each hour can mean fewer nighttime bathroom trips and more energy in daily life. Movement isn't just exercise. For your prostate, it is medicine. Bonus: hydration and anti-inflammatory nutrition. Up to now, we've uncovered 3 silent culprits: holding urine, ignoring constipation, and sitting too long. But there's one overlooked key that can supercharge recovery: hydration combined with anti-inflammatory foods. Many men after 50 cut back on water, hoping to reduce nighttime urgency. But concentrated urine irritates the bladder and prostate, like acid corroding a pipe. The less you drink, the more inflamed your system becomes. Now imagine combining hydration with foods that actively cool inflammation. Salmon and sardines provide omega-3 fatty acids. Spinach and kale deliver phytonutrients. Berries flood your cells with antioxidants. Herbs like turmeric and ginger reduce irritation at the molecular level. These aren't just healthy choices, they are medicine for your pelvic region. Think of your prostate like a tired muscle. You wouldn't expect a muscle to recover without rest, circulation, and nourishment. The same applies here. Hydrate during the day, pair it with anti-inflammatory foods, and you create the environment your prostate needs to shrink and heal. Your prostate troubles are not just the result of aging. They are shaped by daily habits: holding your urine too long, ignoring constipation, sitting for hours without moving, and neglecting hydration and healing foods. These habits whisper rather than roar, and most men ignore them until the symptoms become unbearable. But none of this is permanent. Change the habits, and your body responds, often faster than you think. I've seen men in their 50s regain restful sleep, steady flow, and renewed confidence simply by taking small, consistent steps. So don't give up. Don't stay silent. Listen to what your body has been saying all along and give it the care it needs. Your best years are not behind you. They are here, waiting to be claimed. I'm Dr. Grace Hill. Thank you for letting me share this message with you. If this helped, subscribe, share it with a friend, and leave a comment below. And please, don't forget to like the video. It truly helps spread the word.